Do you know, it's been a while since I've crafted a golden legendary. Ysera Unleased. I think it's time we make her in her golden form.
My dream is your nightmare.
My dream is your nightmare. Absolutely phenomenal. Can't wait to play this. The question is, what deck are we playing this card in? Skillzero's Ysera Jade Druid. Skillzero is a friend of mine in game, and he has very kindly given me this deck to play. Actually, I played against him and I was so impressed with the deck, I thought, okay, we've got to give it a try. So, this is Jade Druid. And the idea is to survive long enough such that you can shuffle Jade Idols into your deck, draw the Jade Idols, and summon lots of big green men. Once the big green men are big enough, you go face and win the game. Now, to help you survive up till that point, you have cards like Ferocious Howl, Oaken Summons, Branching Paths, for armor gain. Also, Malfurion can give you armor too. You have cards like Naturalize and Poison Seeds to remove big threats from the board. For those pesky aggro decks, Double Swipe and Starfall may be helpful. You've also got some taunts, so Zuldrak Ritualist and Jade Behemoth. Now, you're all familiar with Jade Behemoth, but some of you may not be familiar with the Ritualist. Certainly before playing this deck, I wasn't familiar with it. It's a 9 health taunt. And if you play it naturally from your hand, you summon, I think it is 3 1-cost minions for your opponent. That's not too bad if you can combo it with something like Swipe. Hopefully too much of what comes out on their board, it doesn't survive. Ultimate Infestation for card draw. Oh, and speaking of draw, Ysera Unleashed, shuffling those dream cards into your deck, and if you can combo that with Ultimate Infestation on the following turn, that is absolutely insane, because you can get a board full of dragons very quickly. It can win you the game. Okay, so, first game here is against a priest.
Here for a lesson?
Now, when you look at priest, you think of big priest, or you think of Reno priest. If it's a big priest, we want to find poison seeds as quickly as possible, so we can turn their big threats into treants, and then kill the treants, and then they summon those treants back to life. That's one strategy for dealing with big priest. If it's Reno priest, well, just hope they don't have Skull King Geist.
Happy Feast of Wintervale.
Okay, he plays the quest.
Happy Feast of Wintervale.
Interesting. Alright, we get the Jade Golem train going here. 1/1 Golem. And
Delightful.
what the hell is that? That is a Weasel. Okay. So he's playing the quest. And he's playing Weasels. How interesting. This looks like a meme deck to me. And he plays the Albatross. Maybe this is some variant of Quest Reno Priest? With a Weasel and an Albatross? Although, does he play Reno? Because I assume that there's going to be multiple copies of Weasels being played? How very interesting. And I assume that we're going to be here for a while, because those Weasels, they're going to be shuffled into my deck.
Delightful.
Oh dear. That's going to come back to life. Okay. Well, I guess I kill it? Or I go face? I don't know anymore. If I killed it, I protect the Jade Behemoth. But if I kill it, he gets another one back to life. So we want him to do all the work here. We'll let him trade. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and now we've got some birds being shuffled into our deck. So weasels and birds. How very awkward. Oaken Summons here is not very appealing. Because it gives us a weasel. Of course.
If I must.
And we get some more birds. Okay. So are we going to lose this game? Because we'll never be able to draw Jade Idols towards the end, and all we'll have are weasels and birds in the deck. Is that going to be the win condition for our opponent? That we just keep drawing garbage? And then he has some kind of strategy to win the game. Awaken the Makers. Quest complete. He gets Amara.
We hunger for vengeance.
Huh, there's a bird. Okay, let's see what we give him here. They've all got 3 health. That's actually really awkward. I'm sure there are 1-cost minions that are a hell of a lot worse than what he got on the board there. But either way, he's going to struggle to get through that 9 health. As far as I'm aware, he doesn't play overload cards, so the Trog doesn't get buffed up. So yeah, if he wants to trade all 4 in, he is welcome to do so.
Do you have the artifact?
Oh, he plays Elise. So that's the strategy. Interesting. He's eventually going to find the monkey and turn everything into legendaries. Okay. That's how he plans to win the game. Right, let's start drawing now. Let's just draw through the birds. And the weasels. Oh, trading here feels so bad. It's just going to put another one in my deck. But it's fine. Eventually, we will find Ultimate Infestation. Okay, another bird. And attack buff. Fine. Look at that Albatross. Looking very smug. Very pleased with itself. A bit like my opponent at the moment. Probably feeling very pleased with himself. Right. Ferocious Howl. Do we get a weasel or a bird? Oh, we get an open summons. So, I guess we need to kill Elise. Just play everything.
If I must.
Alright, Ferocious Howl. Give us some more armour. Behold, says Vargoth. Let's see how long we can keep that Vargoth on the board. Next turn, I'm thinking Oaken Summons into a weasel or a bird. But we gain some armour. Okay, map to the golden monkey. Shuffle the golden monkey into the deck. So, okay. He's one step closer to turning his deck into legendaries. Another bird. Oh dear lord.
If I must.
More birds, sure. Behold into a bird. Okay. Vargoth and 3 birds on the board. This is great. Anyway, when he does play the Golden Monkey, we do have poison seeds. We can deal with a board of legendaries. And hopefully by that point, we'll have found some Jade Idols. And maybe have grown a few Jade Golems, maybe? But I do give my opponent all the credit in the world. He's playing this deck at rank 2. That takes a lot of guts. But let's keep drawing cards. Okay, Spreading Plague, sure. Do we just pass here? Kill something and pass? I want the card draw to activate again. It's not too bad. Okay, at least those minions don't have 3 health. Alright, so we're protecting the Vargoth. I think that was a reasonable play, protecting it with the taunt, rather than just passing and doing nothing. Because then there's the potential he trades into the Vargoth. Finds a way to kill it. At least this way, he's focusing all of his attention on the taunt. Ah, okay, so there's something substantial. So, if he plays that, I'm thinking N'Zoth will be coming down, but do you really want to play N'Zoth in a deck like this? I mean, getting a load of Weasels back, is that really productive? I guess it is, if the plan is then to shuffle those Weasels into your opponent's deck and ruin their day. Anyway, we need to figure out how to kill the 2/6 without killing our Vargoth. So we've put 2 1-drops onto the board. What do I want to use here? Do I want to use Swipe or the Spellstone? The Swipe face.
If I must.
And we'll trade.
Now.
We'll get some Jade Idols into the deck. Ideally to counteract the birds and the weasels. Right, behold! And we shuffle. Pretty good. Okay, so this is the counter strategy to shuffling in birds and weasels. You shuffle in Jade Idols and hope you draw them. And keep Vargoth on the board. Alright, there he is. There's Shadow Reaper Anduin. Was kind of expecting him to come down at some point. Thankfully, he didn't get any value, though. He didn't kill any minions with the Battle Cry. And Vargoth is still alive. We are getting crazy value from Vargoth in this game. He needs to kill it. And we get a Jade Idol. That's really good news. I suspect that Vargoth will now die on this turn, but he's done a very good job. So, Shadow Reaper Anduin, if the strategy is to burst me down with the hero power, I'm afraid it's not going to work. Because we have 45 armor and full health. I mean, come on. Alright, let's create a bit of pressure here. Let's keep that hero power focused on our minions rather than on our face. That's the aim now going forward. Meanwhile, in our hand, double spreading plague, double poison seed, so reasonable utility there to deal with a board of big threats if he plays the golden monkey. If we can draw another Jade Idol next turn, that'll be good. Okay. Oh, that'll do. That will do just fine. And I guess I need to trade with my face. Because if I get rid of that, it's going to make it harder for him to kill off these golems. Because otherwise he could trade the Weasel into a golem, combo that with a load of hero powers, and have a slightly easier job of killing off the golems. That is one less damage that will go into a golem, and there is Nozdormu. But that is not a great board for him because he's dead. So he needed a taunt to come back to life. Didn't get it. Well, that was an interesting game, to say the least.
Hazelbark versus Jaina.
Alright, it's a mage.
Here for a lesson?
So the question is it Secrets Mage or is it Reno Mage? And if it's a Reno Mage, is it a more traditional version of Reno Mage or is it a dragon-centric version? There's the question. If it's a Secrets Mage, this hand's pretty good. Double branching paths could help us survive and win the game. The trouble is though, Secrets Mage will put down minions as well, so we need poison seeds. And this deck doesn't really have that much in the way of early game pressure. So you could go several turns before you do anything, and by that point your opponent could be pressuring you significantly if they're an aggro deck. I mean, you can catch up with Oaken Summons and Swipe, but you've got to draw those cards. But from this point onwards now, we should be fine. We've played a turn 3 Ferocious Howl, we have a turn 4 Oaken Summons coming up. And there's a mad scientist, still unsure as to what kind of a mage he is.
This be some bad emoji.
Well, we get a 3/9 down onto the board. Deal with that. And if you're a Secrets Mage, you're really going to struggle to deal with that. You'll have to throw Burn into that, or trade a load of minions into it. Okay, it's a Reno Mage. There's a Kazakus. This game has now got quite interesting. My only fear with Reno decks is that they run Skulking Geist, although Geist is not a popular inclusion since Descent of Dragons arrived, so maybe we'll get lucky, maybe he won't run it. I'm confident that against Reno decks in general, that we can outvalue them in the long game. If we use our poison seeds carefully, I'm confident we can outvalue them. Because eventually, Jade Idols being shuffled and reshuffled and summoned, the big green men are just going to be too much for them to handle. So, Aya versus the Jade Behemoth. We're not in desperate need of a taunt at this point in the game, so I guess Aya is fine. We already have a taunt on board.
We're gonna have some fun.
Okay, correction. We had a taunt on board. We no longer have a taunt on board. But the golem train is growing. Those Jade Idols, those Jade Golems are growing, slowly but surely.
I can't.
The circle of life is over.
Alright, Circle of Life, here we go. These taunts are not going to stop him for long. But they will buy me a little bit more time to develop. We're heading to turn 9, which could be our Ysera turn. So turn 8, we just got to get through, and then turn 9 is Ysera turn. Rolling Fireball. Pretty cool card. Didn't clear the board though. Alright, so turn 8, what can we play here that would be effective? We want to kill... Do we want to kill the Reno? Are we afraid he gets it back to hand with Zola? I think we kill it. And... yeah. Just... keep the Jade Golems going. So Ysera play on curve could be reasonable. It's 9 mana, but he doesn't have a whole lot going on that board. Okay, that changes things dramatically. That's a Bran. We do not want Bran to live. So we cannot play Ysera. And we need to kill Bran. And while we're at it, clear the board too. Alright, so next turn, maybe we get to play Ysera. Or maybe we do Vargoth and card draw.
Life and hope of fight.
Oh dear. Plays the Dragon Queen. Wax a Dread. Oh god. Oh dear lord. I have no response to that. I don't have poison seeds. Zazaku is terrible for us. Because
My dream is
he's going to get so much value from it with the ping. Alright, so the Dream Portals need to do something for us.
such a perfect specimen.
Oh god. You see, at this point now, it feels like we could lose the game. Yeah, ping your face. Get a 6/6. Such good value. Well, at least he's trading. And I wonder if that's counterspell. Alright, portal number 1.
The icy winds
Oh, that's
of
alright.
Northland will consume your souls.
That's an 8/8. It's kinda good.
Free of that blasted tower.
Can we get another dragon? Yes, we can. And what do we get? Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Malagos. A 5/5, sure. Do we draw again? Or do we gain armor here? I think we draw again. See what else we can get. Jade Idol. Okay, fine. 7 damage Spellstone here. What do we want to kill? I think we kill Alexstrasza.
Death is
Or the 6/6.
my turn.
Kill Alexstrasza. She represents 8 attack.
Behold,
Which means she would have traded it into Syndragosa. Okay, that's good. 7 damage. Didn't kill it, but it's something. If the Malagos survives, Swipe could be incredible, but I somehow do not think that Malagos is going to live. Yeah, Zephyrus. What do we get?
I've got the beast in my sight.
Okay. So you're ignoring the Malagos? Interesting. Would he have been offered Twisting Nether with that Zephyrus? Because are you sure you want that Malagos to stay on board? Oh no, he's trading. Yeah, he does not want that Malagos to live. Okay, that's fine. I now feel a lot better about the board state. Because we can answer this board. Do I really want to swipe that? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So we're just going to taunt in the way. And we'll see what Vargoth does. Oh, for God's sake. You hit the wrong target. That's fine.
Life and hope of your fight.
That's not fine. What does he get? I'd forgotten that he put it back to hand. Please don't have good dragons. Please have crappy small dragons. Oh, that's a relatively big dragon. Oh my goodness, that's got 12 health. Vargoth is still alive.
A simple spell should do.
That's rubbish. I don't think he can kill me with that damage. So we just make Jade Golems, I think. That's our best strategy to test the board. Alright, so the dangers of leaving up Vargoth. He's gonna die now, but he's done his job. We are slowly taking back control of this game. Slowly but surely. Oh! Well, that's a surprise. Interesting. Did he really need to concede there?
Hazelbark versus Jaina.
Okay.
You asked for it.
Here for a lesson?
So, what kind of mage? I'm going to keep the Oaken Summons and one Branching Paths. If it's Secrets Mage, I want some armor gain. Because that will be the only thing that saves me.
An incredible discovery!
It is Secrets Mage. That makes us a little bit sad. But on a positive note, we do have the coin Oaken Summons next turn. Question is that counter spell? Of course it is.
If I must.
You see, if it wasn't counter spell, coin Oaken Summons could have got Vargoth onto the board, and if we got lucky, Vargoth could have cast Oaken Summons again and got a taunt down, and that may have been enough to have won the game. Oh, are you kidding me?
Happy Feast of Winter Veil.
Are you kidding me?
Feast of Winter Veil.
Okay,
Excuse me.
let's look at the positives in all of this. We've seen both counter spells. He can't do it again. I was hoping for a Vargoth there. Really wanted the armor again. So his start in this game with double counter spell may just have won him the game. I mean, he just lost 2 minions there to the trade, so that's something. But Can we catch up now? Are we too far behind? Is he just going to burst us down? I think we'll be okay. Oh god, okay. I spoke too soon. That Jade Behemoth would have been really useful at absorbing some damage, but now that damage is going to go face. So no, we're not okay now. Now we're in serious trouble. But he's just going to keep pushing. Oh dear lord. My poor face. Getting absolutely hammered. And we're down to 9. We need to gain armor. And we need to gain it quickly. Those 2 taunts will help block a little bit of the damage. Next turn we have branching paths. The trouble with branching paths though is that it doesn't kill the minions on board if we use it for armor.
Unleash your potential.
It just buys us a turn or 2. But the minions on the board will still keep hitting my face, so we need poison seeds as well. And Aluneth, oh look, there's poison seeds. Ask and you shall receive. Aluneth is really scary. If he did not have Aluneth, then our chances would be better. Because now, no matter what we do, he's just going to get hand refills and he'll keep throwing damage face. If we can make it to turn 10, get Ultimate Infestation, that's going to help a little bit.
I'm late. I'm late.
Okay, so we're at 17 now.
The power courses through me.
We just need to keep the board clear as best as we can. I don't think he can kill us from hand. Again, worth noting, there are no more counter spells left in his deck. So we're not too scared at this juncture of having our spells countered. What we're scared of is burn damage and minion damage from board. Please have 1 health. Okay, they all have 1 health. That's good. We did not get an opportunity to armor up though on that turn. If we could just survive a little bit longer. He will start to fatigue and he will die. So just a little bit longer. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's bringing him closer to fatigue.
I'll show them all!
Revel in the power.
Alright, so what do I want to do here? If I UI, I draw cards, I gain 5 armor. I think it's fine. I want the card draw because yes, look, Ferocious Howl, really, really good for us. Ysera, not going to see play in this game. Sure. Sure, don't care about the duplicate because we have a Ferocious Howl, but wait a minute, what's he doing? We dead? Are we dead?
You are on fire.
We're close to dead. But not quite dead. Huh. He put me down to 3 health. Unbelievable. Yeah. Oh, so very close.
Hazelbark versus Gul'dan.
Okay, our next game. It's against a Warlock.
Here for a lesson?
So I'm thinking Renolock or Lock. Unlikely to be Cube Lock, unlikely to be Zoo Lock. You just don't see those decks played much anymore. And I'm really hoping that it's Renolock and not Lock. With Lock, they can cycle through the deck very quickly, play the combo and just kill you. And we need time to generate pressure, to generate threats on the board, and by the time we start doing that, we're probably dead to the combo. But this does look like a Renolock. Although it could be a Renolock with a Mechathune combo, possibly? But if he's playing the Ooze, I'm thinking it's a more traditional Renolock. Or at least I'm hoping. But notice that his start on the board is a lot faster than ours. He's generating more pressure. He is the initiative, and a Void Caller on 4 is incredibly scary. Well, 9 health, taunt, ritualist, pretty good. He'll need to invest a bit of effort to break through that, and he doesn't have the attack power on board to get through, so he'll need something extra from hand. Okay, Sludge Belch are pretty good for him. Not entirely sure how to tackle this particular turn with 6 mana. We have Spreading Plague, we have Coin Malfurion if we want it. But I'm not sure. Maybe we start with the Ferocious Howl.
Save the ritual!
Okay, I think we coin that out. So guaranteed to get the second Ritualist on the board. Another 9 health taunt, buying us some more time. And that's the key thing. We have Malfurion on curve on 7, that's reasonable. Now, on a positive note, he didn't get Mal'Ganis down. He didn't get a Void Lord down. That makes me somewhat happy, I guess. Okay. We need to kill the Dreadlord. And we're slowly trying to regain control of the board. Slowly, but surely. Yeah, doing what we did there was better than playing Malfurion.
Your wish is my suggestion.
And Brand Zephyrus here. 2 dream cards. Or 2 perfect cards, I should say. I think that's what they're called. Wish for the perfect card. I think that is actually better than Brand Kazakis. At least in my opinion, anyway. So this is a board clear. We're going to be trading Aya in, I guess. Did I do that correctly? I think I messed that up. I could have traded Aya into the taunt. Use a swipe on the Bran and then put my face into the Zephyrus. I take extra damage, but I don't know. Anyway, he gets a Tyrion.
The circle of life is over.
That's actually pretty scary. So I'm actually going to take the unusual step of putting 2 poison spiders down, and let's just see what he does invest to deal with that. Okay, goes face. Okay, Defile. He has an answer. I was hoping that since he didn't have too many cards in hand that he wouldn't have had an answer. Look, he even has Cleave, of course. And a Kazakus. Sure, why not? So Defile, Cleave, Kazakus. That's a pretty strong turn. Yeah, can you imagine if he did not have the Defile or the Cleave? If he just had minions? And those spiders would have gone to work.
My dream is your nightmare.
Alright, Ysera. Dream portals. Let's see what they give us.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Not this again. This happened against the mage earlier on.
Looks like I'm here just in
And this
time.
ruined our day. But we have an answer in hand. We have poison seeds. Alright, snap, play it. Don't even think about it. But yes, we are wary of N'Zoth bringing back Tyrion. That could be unfortunate value for us, I think. Or unfortunate value for us, good value for him. Could really do with Ultimate Infestation, although Branching Paths is card draw. So maybe we need to go with it. So draw card. Oh, dragon. Draw another card. Do we get another dragon? No, we get UI. Well, finally, that's something. We could play Vargoth here.
Free of that blasted tower.
And we just wait. Okay, let's see if we get more card draw. Now we get a buff. We get a double buff. Okay. That weapon from Tyrion is doing some serious work for him. Oh my goodness. Gets it back again. And now with the health buff, I do feel like we're on the back foot, but what the hell is going on? Why is the rope burning? Nozdormu. Interesting. Very interesting. And now, all of a sudden, we are in control because of Nozdormu, and he's not playing anything. Oh wow, he's too slow. Way too slow. Right, we need to speed this up.
Death is eternal.
Trade. Play staff. Pop shield. Kill Tyrion. Come on, hurry up. My APM is terrible. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. Trade. Hope for the best. He's killing it. Yeah, smart call. I'm actually kind of happy that Nozdormu's dead now because I can think about my turns as well. Handful of spells, sure.
Death does not scare me.
But interestingly, that Nozdormu turn or couple of turns was massively beneficial to us. Because he did get confused at one point and didn't do very much. And that has bought us a bit of extra time and a bit of extra grace in terms of catching up. And that's what we're doing now. We're catching up. So now he knows there are no minions in hand. There are no minions in my deck. It's all spells. So he knows what's coming now. It's going to be a case of growing the Jade Golems and just pushing face damage. That's where we're headed. Of course, we have to go through the board clears and the AoE and the Godfreys and the Twisting Nevers. But given that he probably does not run Skulking Geist,
Side effects.
we will outlast him.
Trust me.
So, what do we want to do here? Developing a big dragon seems reasonable. Well, it's not big yet. It's 2 attack, but it will grow. We need to kill the 2/2 with our hero power. That seems fine as well. And the question is, do we want to get rid of Godfrey? To protect our dragon, I think it's fine. So, the big turning point of this game was the Ysera portals that got the dragons out. That was the big turning point. And to me, that has already justified using Ysera in this deck. Because she seems like an unusual inclusion, right, in a Jade Druid. But it has really worked out for us. Look, there's another dragon. That's alright. 5 attack. Okay, keep the pressure up. We have Ultimate Infestation, so we can draw a load of Jade Idols soon enough. I may want to shuffle a bit more though before I play UI. We'll see what he does on this turn. And we'll react accordingly.
What are you hiding?
Nope, don't play any secrets. I think I may want to shuffle. Just get a few more in there. And I don't feel like I'm under any significant stress here. So we just trade. 8 to the face though is still very, very substantial. And if he starts to resurrect big things, we have Poison Seeds. So yeah, bring on Gul'dan.
No, don't. It's still good.
Oh, there's a Gul'dan. Okay. Alright. He wants 2 copies of Gul'dan. You see, I think I could still outlast that. But actually, he's just dead here. So a bit of pressure from some big green men, and we win the game.
Here for a lesson.
Alright, so this next game is against Paladin. So in this video, you've seen us we've taken down a Secrets Mage, a Renolock, was it a Reno Mage that we also beat? So, we've done pretty well. We've done pretty well with this deck. But alas, we may have met our match. He's just got a pretty impressive buff there on his hand. Poison Seeds is what we need, I think, in order to win this game. Without Poison Seeds, we're done for. Because the pressure that he's going to put on early with those mechs, with the magnetic effect in particular, buffing up the mechs, that's going to be, it's going to be very scary. I mean, that's not scary. That's a 1-2. But Jade Blossom on 3 is quite a slow play. We only develop a 1-1. Meanwhile, he develops a 3-4, a 2-5. And what else have you got there?
Impressively done.
I can see you want to play something. What is it? Oh, come on. Oh, thought he was going to play something for 1 mana. He didn't.
Free of that blasted tower. Behold.
Alright, behold! And we get a 9 health ritualist. Okay, that's positive. But with a Wind Fury mech on board that he can magnetize, I don't think that's going to stop him here. You see, against something like a Pirate Warrior or a Pirate Rogue, that 3/9 taunt on that turn would have been substantial. Because there's a good chance the opponent would have had to have traded all of the pirates into it, and it would have killed them, and maybe a weapon hit too. But here, against the Mech Buff Paladin, and that Wind Fury minion was more than enough to get through it, and he was able to retain a board as well. So clearly we are still in a lot of trouble because we can't deal with that minion. Oh bloody hell. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. Alright, things are looking up for us. So we kill it. We have a Jade Behemoth. Alright, now I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this. If this Jade Behemoth can survive into our next turn, that'd be pretty sweet.
What's the flight plan?
Oh my goodness. Oh bloody hell. Can we stop playing Wind Fury minions just for a second? And can we stop buffing them up too? Okay, so 10 damage. Not sure what to do here. We need to look for an answer. That's a potential answer. Plus a bit of armor. Okay. Maybe we can still come back. But he's going to magnetize that, isn't he? Oh look, of course. It seems he spent this entire game magnetizing his mechs, buffing them up. And now we can't win, right? Because whatever we do, we're just dead. I mean, can we give him a one-cost minion that's detrimental? No, we can't. Because Doomsayer costs 2, not 1. Yeah, it's over.
Seed may grow.
I sincerely
And, yeah, he's clearly very thankful. Okay, so, I can't help but feel that my opponent got quite lucky in that last game with those incredible sort of buffs on the mechs through the magnetic effect, and there really wasn't much I could do there. If he hadn't had so many magnetic effects, then I think there would have been a chance that we would have stabilised eventually with the armour gain, with cards like Spreading Plague, and eventually I think we'd have found Starfall, and we'd have somehow come back in that game. I don't know. I just get the feeling that Mech Buff Paladin is perhaps an unfavoured matchup for this deck, but I will let the deck author Skillzero comment on this because I don't have enough experience of playing the deck to be able to provide you with expert guidance and advice. So, if you do have any questions about this deck and how to play it, what the good matchups are, what the bad matchups are, then I will ask Skillzero, the deck author, to answer any questions and reply to your comments in the comment section below. But regardless, you have seen me win a number of games with this deck against some pretty tough opponents. Reno Mage, Renolock, Secrets Mage. We did pretty well for ourselves. So, all in all, I'm going to categorise this deck as a major success, and Ysera Unleashed with the Dream Portals has been a lot of fun, firstly, and secondly, highly effective in slower matchups. So, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. I'd be very, very grateful. And I will see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun.